Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
The number is staggering, $8.5 billion. That is the estimate from a new report tonight of phony unemployment claims paid out by the state of Michigan.
We're going to start here at 6, though, with the state shattering its record for daily COVID cases as the Omicron variant is sweeping the nation now. We've been talking about this latest surge in COVID cases, and now we have some perspective on just how bad it really is.
Yeah, the state is reporting 25,858 new cases, and that is over the past 2 days, nearly 13,000 cases per day. The previous record was set back in November of 2020 with more than 9,700 cases in one day. And sadly, we have lost another 338 lives to this virus. Dr. Frank McGeorge explains why today's numbers are so high.
The reporting over the recent holiday was low. On top of that, in the hospital, I know I have seen tons and tons of COVID. Our hospital numbers are outrageously off the charts. And so it was really just a matter of playing catch up.
And the best defense is the vaccine. At last check, more than 63% of Michiganders have received at least one dose of the vaccine.
$8.5 billion down the drain. That's what the state of Michigan paid out in fake unemployment claims. Let's get to Mara McDonald on this, who's live downtown tonight. And Mara, of that $8.5 billion, what does the breakdown look like between state and federal funds here?
So, Jace, according to the audit, the majority of that $8.5 billion that was wasted on phony claims is federal money. But of that, the estimate is that $249 million came from state coffers. The dollar value of fraud here is staggering, according to the Deloitte & Touche report. It was hired by the state to get to the bottom of how much was paid out through the state's unemployment insurance agency, and the figure is between $8.4 and $8.5 billion. This is on top of an original investigation by Deloitte, which found why that was, including fraud software on the state's computers, which was turned off in an effort to expedite claims. The usual 10-day claim period was suspended, and major personnel changes within the agency meant new people with less oversight. The sum total of that perfect storm has a price tag of $8.5 billion. Since the original Deloitte report found these problems, the agency has a new director. It must use software to detect fraud, and there is a new unemployment fraud response team to prosecute people who file fraudulent claims. So far, about 40 people have been accused of stealing from the UIA. Back here live to put these numbers into sort of a greater context. Overall, the UIA has paid out $39 billion in unemployment claims since the start of COVID. We're live in the news center tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
I'm sure we will wait to see if more charges follow this news as well. Mara, thanks.
Time to turn our attention to the forecast. And I don't know if you've been keeping track, but we're now on the third storm of the week.
I had a score sheet around here somewhere. What I can't keep track of, Paul, is the worst behind us or is it in front of us?
Oh, the worst is in front of us. That's this weekend storm, and we'll talk about that in about 10 minutes. By the way, I see your abacus back there. You're counting the storms there. He's got an abacus. Anyhow, we're dry right now, so your evening plans are fine. And you can see the snow to the west, but as I've been explaining for the past 90 minutes or so, there is none of this, really almost none of it, reaching the ground. I have checked the airports, both Chicago O'Hare and Midway airports, Rockford, Joliet, Peoria. All of those airports are just reporting cloudy skies, despite what you're seeing right here. So there's very dry air that has not been overcome by this snow yet. And what you're seeing there, a lot of it's not reaching the ground. So I'm pretty confident that when it comes through here, nothing worse than a dusting if it does get its act together. Temperatures right now are generally in the low to mid 30s across the area, not falling very fast or very far because of the cloud cover and the wind is light. So that's pretty good news for your evening plans as well. And these temps are just going to kind of stay in the mid 30s all evening long. The snow, if we get any, is going to arrive after midnight, between midnight and dawn. We have a couple of dry days ahead, and then we have to talk about Saturday, and we'll do just that in, like I say, about 10-15 minutes, guys.
All right, Paul, we'll see you then. Today, the city of Detroit says about 37% of all residents 5 and older are fully vaccinated.
It's halfway to their goal of 70%. Our Megan Woods joins us live from the Northwest Activity Center. And Megan, the city is really trying something new to encourage that children get vaccinated.
Yes, so the Detroit Health Department says only about 6% of Detroit children between the ages of 5 to 11 have started their COVID vaccination process. So that means they've gotten at least the first dose. And so the health department has turned the Northwest Activity Center into a family and friends vaccination clinic where kids can meet a superhero and become one. Like Spider-Man, not all heroes wear capes, but they do all wear masks. So at this vaccine clinic, children walk in wearing one mask and grabbing another before they get vaccinated.
To see the superheroes getting vaccinated is inspiring to the kids, so it means a lot to me for them to have somebody else to look up besides me.
Then they get their shot.
Because now I won't get sick and get nobody else sick.
The Detroit Health Department is calling these brave children heroes.
They're keeping themselves safe and keeping their family safe and therefore being safe within the community. But we also want folks to know that everybody can be touched by COVID-19, including superheroes, which is why we get vaccinated and we wear masks.
And as concerns rise with the number of positive cases coming in,
in the last week, in the last 6 days, 7,500 Detroiters have tested positive for COVID. We haven't seen those numbers in the past year.
More than ever, they are encouraging families to get vaccinated.
We know that children are more likely to spread COVID to their family and friends, so it is very important for our pediatric population to get vaccinated. The vaccination clinic here at Northwest Activity Center ends in about an hour at 7. And earlier when Spider-Man was here, the kids were able to take pictures with them, walk the red carpet, and they got a certificate declaring their honorary superhero status. Live in Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Oh, I love the superhero theme. Megan, thank you.
The city, yeah,
good time to talk
good time to be Spider-Man. The city's going to be safe tonight. Central Michigan University students and staff will be required to get a COVID-19 booster shot. Members of the campus community have until January 17th to get their booster shot and update their vaccination status. If they fail to do so by that date, they will have to submit to weekly testing. CMU is one of several schools mandating a booster shot ahead of the upcoming semester. And coming up on NBC Nightly News, the FDA is raising questions about the sensitivity and accuracy of some tests to the Omicron variant. It says some rapid tests might miss an Omicron infection, giving you what's known as a false negative. Ahead at 6:30, where COVID cases continue to surge and where some big New Year's Eve events are being canceled.
Lincoln Park police investigating a deadly shooting in front of a smoke shop that happened around Tuesday night on Southfield Road near Applewood. Police are telling us that 2 people were shot. A 39-year-old from River Rouge died at the scene. The second victim is in serious condition. Police say the suspected shooter fired a weapon at the victim's car outside of the store and then fled the scene, heading toward Ecorse. People living in the area don't want shootings nearby to become a normal.
We had a drive-by shooting at the BP gas station 1 block down. We had a shooting in the alley right here. 2 cars backed in, got to each other, and started shooting in the alley. This is the 3rd shooting. You know, it's terrifying just to go to the store to get something to eat, or go to Kentucky Fried Chicken to get something to eat. Can't go to the gas station because there's a shooting there.
It's terrifying for the people that live in this community. No word on any arrests either. Police believe the victims were targeted.
After months of intense debate and a controversial closed-door meeting, this week the Redistricting Commission approved new political maps.
Yes, and now we're hearing reaction from it. It doesn't mean that everybody is for it. Nick Monticelli joins us with the immediate impact that we're already seeing here in Metro Detroit. Nick.
Yeah, and one of those, Rhonda, is Congresswoman Debbie Dingell being forced to move where she lives from Dearborn to Ann Arbor. And listen, I get it. A lot of people aren't into politics, but at this juncture, you should be, because what happened with the map changes means that you likely will have to change how and when you're voting. You've likely seen the headlines by now. Redistricting and new congressional maps in Michigan will be in effect for the next election. How does that affect our congressional districts? It depends on where you look. For instance, new boundaries in the 11th district means you'll likely have 2 well-known Democrats, Haley Stevens and Andy Levin, fighting for the same seat. Or Dearborn is out of the 6th district and now tied to Detroit's 13th district. So Congresswoman Debbie Dingell is moving to Ann Arbor to remain a representative for the 6th.
Dearborn is my home, and the community there saw me through the best of times and the worst of times. But the fact of the matter is, I love all the communities that are in my district.
But what do these changes really mean for you, the voter? Wayne State political science professor Marjorie Thomas says primary elections mean much more, and voters need to pay attention.
About 20 to 30% of Michigan voters vote in the primary elections. And so I think there's going to be a wake-up call and, some work with trying to iron out the kinks and getting voters aware.
Why? Because there's more competition and voters can hold their elected leaders accountable.
We've had, with a highly gerrymandered map, districts where if you make it through the primary, November is a coronation. It's not a contest, because the district is overwhelmingly one party or the other.
All right, so again, you hear those numbers of 20 to 30% voting in the primary. It's an embarrassing number. That's also going to have a trickle-down effect going into the next election, because you're going to see a lot more grassroots efforts, a lot more campaigning, a lot more volunteers knocking on doors, going through neighborhoods, rallies, so on and so forth. So if you don't like the election season, strap in, because it's going to get intense, because again, more competition means more people trying to get your votes. We're live tonight. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, thank you. We are also getting our first look at the man accused of leading police on a dangerous chase after allegedly stealing a school bus from a high school in Monroe.
This was a wild story. This is 52-year-old Larry Casaru of Ypsilanti. Police say he stole the bus on Tuesday from St. Mary's Catholic Central High School. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says he sped off when deputies spotted the bus near Summerfield and Teal Roads. The suspect was arrested after he refused to let deputies inside the bus. No other drivers were hurt in that.